guys. Very happy Valentine's Day to you guys today. For the singles as well as the ones who are partnered, I'm here's wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day. And for people who looking for a Valentine, here's wishing that you find one either today or maybe throughout the year, right? So on that occasion, I wanted to do this pick a card reading, and this is since the topic on our channel this time is twin flames. So I wanted to do divine messages, for twin flames today, right? So divine messages for twin flames on Valentine's Day, because twin flame journey per se is it's a very tough journey. It's a very it demands a lot from you basically, and I think any guidance that we can get for this is it's like it's a lot of help, right? So we are going to be looking at this topic. I am going to be putting in an overhead shot of the piles. We have 3 piles in front. The first pile is the orange stone, the second pile is the apple green stone, and the third pile is the red stone, right? So before I start, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the twin flame journey. Now the thing is that yes, I am not in the twin flame journey per se, but I have guided a lot of people on their twin flame journeys over the years, right? So I have a fair idea. So I am a soul coach, I am a life coach, so I have a fair idea of what's going on. We are in the age of Aquarius now, and there are a lot of changes happening. The earth is shifting to the 5D. And when that happens, we start having all these experiences of, seeing things in the 5D, having visions, having intuitions, suddenly meeting up with your twin flame, which, who starts off your spiritual awakening. There has been so much that has been going on in 2020 behind the scenes. I personally, have gone through a huge spiritual awakening in 2019 mid, and it was very much, in time for 2020 to happen, because I was all cosetted up. I could understand, I could absorb the insights that were coming, right? I did at a lot of points think that I was crazy, right? But actually no, I wasn't, because the journey still continues. It doesn't end, and it definitely demands a lot from you. And if especially you are a twin flame, then the journey is a little bit more demanding, I would say. Okay, so the very first thing that I wanted to sort of tell you guys before we start is that one has to keep in mind that twin flames, right? The twin flame connection is primarily a spiritual connection, right? It's not your rainbows and romance and all of those things. It comes to you to trigger your spiritual ascension, right? So primarily, I believe it's about 90 to 95% spiritual, right? When you connect with your twin, you are going to have a huge spiritual awakening. You are going to come across various different psychic intuitive abilities that you have that you never thought that you had. Actually, you might have thought, oh my god, like I'm just someone very very down to earth and practical, and then boom, all of these things happen to you. You become clairvoyant, you start having visions, you start having audio contact, You know, sorry, that was my dog. I had to cut out for a minute. My dog was making a scene. I'm going to show you guys my dog. Okay, she's a holy terror sometimes, but I love her, of course. Right, so we were on Twin Flames, and yes, so I was talking about the psychic awakenings, and the reason why these psychic awakenings and spiritual awakenings happen, your spiritual powers increase, is because now you are proceeding from a 3D mentality to a 5D mentality, right? So it can be very, very disturbing, because we have been conditioned, to be a certain way in our lifetimes, and it can be very, very, destabilizing, and there then starts this need to know more, to know more about life, the reason for life, the purpose of life. So, twin flames come to trigger a spiritual awakening in you mostly. It is not all roses and candlelight. The twin flame journey is a very intense journey. There's a lot of shadow work, there's a lot of understanding, there's a lot of shedding. I've had clients who've walked out of their marriages, their jobs, and just totally revamped life, right? Chetna obviously will be going into detail in this, because she is someone who has gone through this journey personally. But from my experience, what I know from guiding my clients is that by default, every twin flame journey brings massive changes in your life, right? It is supposed to bring massive changes into your life. It is supposed to be a love that is so intense that it forces you to look at reality, to look at life. Is this what I really want? Is this what I'm aspiring for? Yes, everybody believes this, but is it true for me, right? This is what the twin flame journey is all about, and this is what twin flames are all about. I'm pretty sure you guys know, because if you're watching this video, you must be on that journey, and you must have gone through all the shadow works and the various cycles and whatever. The other thing that I just wanted to mention here, before we go into the reading, is that there is a lot of romanticism associated with twin flame journeys, which is kind of becoming a little dangerous, because the thing is, like I said, the twin flame journey is all about spiritual ascension. Yes, the other side of it is that it is going to be a very intensely romantic, intense love, intensely passionate connection, but that's not the aim of the connection. What I am, I come across people sometimes in my work, who have been misled about this journey, and that's very sad to see, because sometimes passionate, intense connections can be karmic or soulmate, right? And just because there is this label on it does not mean that you need to take, all kinds of bad treatment from that person. The twin flame journey is more about loving yourself, right? So whether they are your twin flame or your soulmate or your karmic partner, if you are not being treated the way you're supposed to be treated or you want to be treated, then there is something off. And if you allow this, you are that much far away from the actual twin flame union. So it's very important not to go by labels, right? This is something that I really wanted to bring out. Please do not go by labels. Please treat each relationship, each love that you are given to you by the divine, in all sacredness, right? Whether it's a karmic connection or it's a twin flame connection or it's a soulmate connection, if it's given to you by the divine, right, you need to treat it as the love of a lifetime. Not everybody is destined to meet their twin flame in this lifetime. Maybe some of you might have partners, right? Karmic partners, partners who are not the twin flame template, not from the twin flame family. What do you do? Do you stop working on that? No. Every love is unique. Every love is sacred. Okay. Now that said, there is a different side to this, which is that if you feel that someone is your soulmate or your twin flame, you allow that person to treat you in a not very good way. One of the reasons that happens could be because this person has a lot of shadow work to do and they don't understand the connection yet. They're just not understanding where you come from, but it exists somewhere, right? The other thing could be that this person is not your twin flame. Maybe it's a false twin, maybe it's a karmic, How do you really know? How do you really know? In my field, because I have been guiding people since about 25 years now. What I know for a fact about twin flames is that you just know. There is a feeling inside that you cannot deny. It's not an obsessive feeling. It is not a feeling which, how do I put it? Like, it's not a feeling where you are like, searching or, trying to understand or desperate. It's not that kind of a feeling. There is an unconditional quality about twin flames. There is an absolutely unconditional quality about twin flames. You love them anyways, whether they're texting you, whether they're blocking you, whatever they're doing. Twin flames love each other unconditionally. It is a connection that is not rational. It is also a connection where you would not question, why do I love this person? You love them anyways. It is, right? A twin love just is. You cannot help it, right? And for most of the twins who are a little more evolved on the journey, what I've noticed is that union is not such a big deal, right? The earth 3D physical union is not such a big deal because you are always energetically connected with your twin, right? That is what twin flames really are, right? So the separation, yes, there will be separations and all of that, so that you learn, on this journey that your twin is you. That's why you need to love yourself. That's why you need to understand that you can pull in your twins' energies when you're missing them. You're always connected. And there is never any desperation, once you are fairly evolved on this journey, there's never any desperation to really want to meet the twin. I mean, it would be beautiful. It's a beautiful experience, I'm sure. But that desperation goes away. There is a very beautiful serenity that comes in, that I have seen, in the clients that I've read for. I've seen a beautiful serenity come in, wherein, it is like, I know my twin is with me. I feel their energies every single minute, right? I can meet them in the 5D. So why am I dying for this physical union? So the need for physical union becomes lesser and lesser as you evolve on this path. And then when that happens, paradoxically, is when your 3D union actually happens. I've seen that all the time, right? Not just for twins. In fact, I've seen this happen for like all kinds of connections, right? So this is what I feel about the twin journey. I will talk more about the difference between twin flames, soulmates, karmic partnerships, soul tribe. I would like to address that in detail because I work a lot with most of my readings are based on that, right? So I am going to talk more about it, but I'm going to do that later, maybe in another session, okay? So now let us go to our pick card reading, right? Divine messages for the twin flames on Valentine's Day, right? So we have, please pause your videos and pick your pile. We have 3 piles, I already told you. So let's begin with pile number 1. I need to really go out. I have, like, you know, a party coming up with my friends today. We are all the singles, so we thought we might as well just share the love in friendship, right? Even that's also something really good. Okay, so it's all about love today, right? Whether it's love for family, whether it's love for friends, for your beloved, whatever. So I'm going to quickly do this and I hope you like it. Okay. Right, so pile number 1 with the orange stone. What are the divine messages for you today, pile 1? First card out is slow and steady, standing at the threshold of something new. All right, I'm going to place the card here. I'm not sure you guys can see this, but you can zoom in if you want. Then we have Ace of Wands, we have the Chariot, and we have Hunger. Okay. So pile number 1, what I am seeing here, I sense pile number 1, you guys are really pining for your twin flame right now, okay? Or your twin flame is pining for you. With the Hunger card here, I'm seeing that, you know, it's a pining from the soul, okay? It's you're missing your twin flame from the soul. Your soul is hungering, as this card says. Your soul is hungering for your twin. I'm sensing mostly you miss them a lot during the night. You are very intuitively connected to your twin flame, and I sense that they are very intuitively connected to you as well. You are one soul. If any of you have any doubts about this, this card confirms that, you know, the hunger that you feel, the intensity that you're feeling, this missing, this yearning, okay, it is for a reason. The reason is that this person is your twin flame. You are made of this one soul, right? So I'm sensing you guys are in separation, and there is a lot of, pining going on here at this time. Maybe you are in different geographic locations, and somehow the time that you have spent together in each other's company, you are unable to forget it. There are a lot of memories, perhaps even past life memories that are coming up, and you are asking the divine, what now? What do I do now? Because there is slightly helpless energy here with this pile. I'm feeling that you guys are kind of praying right now. You know, it's like you've done your work and you're asking the divine, what now, right? So this is what I am seeing. With the Chariot card here, the Chariot card for me personally is about twin flames, because it is duality. It represents duality. It represents the male and the female. It's the conjunction of energies, right? Now, I feel that there has been a lot of progress made by you guys in your twin flame journey, okay? There has been a lot of progress, and I'm sensing that both of you, I mean, if you look at this card, both of you are aligned in this journey. Here, I'm not seeing the horses going in two different directions. Both of you are aligned on this path, on this track. Okay, and I think you guys have done your shadow work. You're just questioning what now, because you sense it perhaps that your twin is also fine, that they have also done the shadow work, they are also missing you, but you're still in separation, and the divine is in charge of this journey. The divine is in charge of this. But and there has been a lot of progress made on this journey for you guys as well. I'm so sorry if that was the door. Okay. So there has been a lot of progress made, and you have been very much, you've been very much aligned to the divine forces, on this journey. I'm sensing that, right? It's almost like you have totally surrendered to the divine, and you want to do that. You and your twin flame, both of you have surrendered to the divine, and you want to do it that way, right? And the divine is in charge here. Both of you are aligned. The divine is in charge. Everything is happening. But perhaps there has been some sort of there is some sort of a break, some sort of stagnation where you guys are not together, and you're perhaps asking the divine right now, what now, why am I still stuck in this place when I've done all my work, when I have when they have done all my work? Why is this separation there? So the divine wants to tell you that there is not going to be a longer wait. There is the Ace of Wands here, guys. I'm very happy to get this card in this reading. There is going to be a passionate new start. Things are progressing behind the scenes. You may not be able to see it, but things are progressing very well. The divine is truly in charge of your connection, okay? And very soon there is going to be a new beginning in this connection, within this connection, brought forward to you by the divine. There is this hand coming out of the clouds, right? Giving you this gift of a new beginning. And then we have this as well. This also says slow and steady, standing at this threshold of something new. Yes, this journey has been slow. Yes, it has been slow, but it has been steady. And now, pile one, you guys are standing on the threshold of a brand new beginning. This is beautiful. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm sensing that, there has been, there is a turtle on here, if you notice. So I'm sensing it has been a slow journey. Perhaps you've been waiting for a couple of years or a year. I sense that you have very gracefully, you and your twin perhaps also have very gracefully sort of, gone through this journey. There have been many transformations. There have been, I want to show you this card. Actually, it's got a lot, I can read a lot. There have been many transformations here. I'm sensing that you have connected to soul tribe members as well. You might have, during this journey, you might have even come across, connected very well to your spirit guides, as well as spirit in general, maybe your ancestors. I'm also seeing that there has been a lot of wisdom that has been gained on this journey for you guys. And that is the reason why it has been slow and steady. And I sense that, you guys are not in any kind of a tearing hurry, because for you, this journey, pile one, is divine. Every step of the way has been beautiful. Every realization, every, epiphany, every understanding has been incredible for you guys, and you've done it very gracefully. But now I think you guys are a little tired, I'm sensing. I think you've done tremendous work on this journey. I'm literally seeing that, your spiritual realizations have actually gone beyond. You probably have even understood the source energy or creation. I don't know, I'm getting so much in this card here. So what they're saying is that you are standing at the threshold of something new, right? So all this yearning that you have been having, pile number 1, is coming to an end very soon. Because when I see this chariot card, it's almost like this new beginning is sort of rushing to come towards you, right? You don't see it perhaps, because you are in this mode of hunger. You don't see it. It's going to run into you smack dab, and then you're going to be like, what? What happened? Okay, this is so positive. I'm getting a very positive vibe, and it's coming sooner than you expect. I sense it might take you by surprise. The timing is obviously divine. It's divine timing. It's divinely guided, but the divine is in charge of your connection, and they are going to be bringing forward a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, which is going to which is going to phase out all this waiting. I sense when you connect with this person again or reconnect with this person again, your twin, there's not going to be much time wasted. There's not going to be much time wasted. You are going to be progressing in this connection very, very fast, right? It's almost like when you light up dry wood. Okay, this is how I'm seeing you guys being once you guys meet, because I'm sensing for this group that you guys are aligned. Both you and your twin are at the same level in terms of your shadow work, in terms of your understandings or spiritual awakenings. You guys are similar. So yes, this yearning is going to end, pile number 1, because you're standing at the brink of a new beginning, and that is amazing. So this is what the divine wanted to tell you on Valentine's Day. Congratulations, guys. Do let me know when that happens, because it's a beautiful feeling. I personally love it. It gives me a lot of satisfaction when these kind of unions happen, because I'm a romantic at heart and I love a love story anytime. Okay, now we're going to pile number 2 with the apple green stone. Let's see what we have here. Melody of thought, finding your passion. Nine of Cups. The Hanged Man. And Purity. All right, so pile number 2. What I'm sensing here is that you guys are definitely in some sort of a wait mode, or there is, obviously you are in separation, but it's like I feel this separation was very necessary for you guys, because with the Hanged Man here, I'm sensing that this is like there are perception changes happening at this time on your journey. There are perception changes happening on this journey for you, because your whole world view is actually changing. You are gaining knowledge, perhaps. It seems as though you have connected to your twin and your whole world has turned 180 degrees. So you guys might be in that phase at this time. Okay, I'm also getting the message that if you are in some sort of a stagnant phase, they are asking you to change your perception. all right, about this journey. Change your perception about this journey. It is not about a dream come true or happily ever after. This is about spirituality. This is spiritual journey that you are on. They want you to change your perception, pile 2. Okay, they want you to come into a sense of purity here. Okay, because I'm sensing with this pile there might be some over expectations perhaps, right? Or maybe false hopes or something like that. I'm getting, intuitively that perhaps you guys, feel that, meeting a twin flame and sort of being with them is the ultimate happiness, or something like that, or that it is about union, or it is about true love. It is definitely about true love, but it is very spiritual, and I'm getting a very strong message here that pile number 2 people, you need to change your perception regarding your journey, right? Regarding your twin. They want you to get into a space of purity, right? Understand your intentions. What do you want from this connection? What do you really want from this connection? What are you willing to do, to come into this connection, right? So there is a sense of pure, some sort of advice coming in from the divine here about this, right? That you need to, for some of you I feel, you need to question yourself. Are you willing to sacrifice everything for this connection, right? Because this connection might or might not give you the white picket fence, the rainbow, right? All of those things that we all want, right? It might not give you this because it is a very highly spiritual connection, right? So you need to change your perception about this, pile 2, is what I'm getting from here, from these cards. You need to get into a sense of purity about this connection. And if your feelings, your passion, finding your passion, this is what it's saying, right? If your feelings and your passion are true, right? If your twin is the only thing that you ever want, right? And the love is so pure, right? Then you will have your wish fulfillment. Yes, right? But there might be sacrifices that you might have to make on the way, right? Because that is what a twin flame journey is all about, right? You will have to shed old belief systems, you will have to come out of things that are not suiting you. There will be tower movements, there's going to be shocks, and there's going to be so much of upheaval in this journey. It's not going to be that easy, to walk this path. It never is, right? Are you ready to walk this path, is what I'm hearing the divine say. Are you ready to walk this path, pile number 2? Because if you are, your intentions have to be very, very pure, right? Your passion, your love is going to tell you that you want in on this journey or you don't. Okay, it's simple. Nothing is right or wrong, right? If you choose not to be, right? I mean, for example, twin flame journey, sometimes they could take years and years. Do you want to put on hold your happiness, your 10 of cups, your settling down? Perhaps you want to settle down, right? Do you want to put all that on hold because this one person you would wait for eternity? Can you do that? Will you do that? That is what the divine is asking you. And if you can't, there is no harm in seeking, your passion somewhere else. If you cannot do that, don't do that. But what they're asking you is to change your perception about the twin flame journey. It is not pile number 2. I think you need to change your viewpoint or your expectations about this journey, is what I'm getting. Okay. There is going to be some sort of a wish fulfillment, whether you choose to be on this journey or not. You are going to have your 9 of cups. Okay, you will have your 9 of cups, whether you choose to be with your twin or with somebody else. You are going to have your 9 of cups, pile number 2. The people who have already chosen to be on this journey, I'm sensing that you are being purified right now. Your beliefs, your perceptions about the twin flame journey, about life, they're all being, with this purity card here, they're all being sort of, like washed clean, is what I'm feeling here. It's something like you are being connected to your intuition, you are being connected to your divine inner guidance, your inner passion, all right, which is going to make you, which is going to actually, now that I come to see it, which is going to make you hit the target. Do you see a target here, right? Your passion, your purity of purpose, right? This is what is going to make you hit your target, pile number 2. Okay, this is what the divine wants to tell you, that keep your passions pure, keep on your shadow work. Perception changes are needed, maybe about spirituality, maybe about life. I'm seeing a lot of knowledge being accumulated by you guys. So there is a lot of stuff going on for you, pile 2. Lots of inner work going on. You are also connecting very deeply to your intuition, perhaps to even spirit guides or something like that. And I'm seeing a lot of snow here, so perhaps you guys are, like not in union with your twin or something like that, and you're feeling kind of like, I think, left out or something like that. But the divine wants to tell you that hone into your passion. Okay, possibly, listening to music is going to help you. Connecting with your spirit guides is going to help you. Go forward in this connection, right? You have your twin always with you, pile 2, right? There, you see this person, there's a person holding them, okay? So you always have your twin with you, you're always energetically connected. Hone into that, check your passion. When you get these energy surges, when you're getting this feeling of someone embracing you, or all of a sudden you have a melody in your head, a song playing in your head, or stuff like that, right? A sudden thought, a sudden emotion. Hone into that, because that would be your twin communicating to you, right? Because you guys are energetically linked, right? They're asking you to change your perception about this connection, pile 2. Very strongly I'm getting that, very, very strongly. And the more shadow work you do, it's going to get more and more connected. You're going to get more and more connected to your twin. All right, but there is time here before your 9 of cups happens, right? These are both major arcana cards here. So with the Hanged Man and the 9 of cups here, there is time before your wish fulfillment happens, because there is a lot of work going on. There are a lot of perception changes going on here. I'm seeing that you're also gaining a lot of knowledge about the twin flame journey, perhaps about spirituality. But you will have your 9 of cups, guys. You will have wish fulfillment in love if you continue on this journey. If you let go of any kind of false expectations, you are going to get to your 9 of cups. You will be very happy when you do that. But purify your intentions, pile 2. Okay, purify your intentions, change your perceptions about this journey, right? Knowledge is going to help you to a very large extent here, right? And to sort of bring down the intensity of this journey, you can listen to music. Okay, the music also would give you messages from your twin flame, from your guides, and so that this journey for you is not so lonely and cold. All right, but at the end of this journey, okay, for a lot of you, at the end of this journey, there is some sort of wish fulfillment coming up. There is some wish fulfillment. Yes, it's taking time, or it will take time, whatever it is, but it is coming, guys. This wish fulfillment is coming, but there is a lot of learning to do, which I feel you're doing even now, right? So keep going, guys. All right, so now let's go to pile number 3. Pile number 3 is the red stone. So what is the message from the divine to twin flames on Valentine's Day? Self-protection, setting boundaries, Queen of Wands, 10 of Cups, and self-reflection. We have self-reflection 2 times here. And self-protection, self-reflection. Okay. So, guys, with this pile, I feel that I sense that there is a lot of shadow work going on for you and your twin at this time. Okay, there's a lot of shadow work going on for both of you right now. It is almost like, you guys might be mirroring each other. You might be, I'm sensing with this card that you guys might even be seeing one another. Maybe if you're not in union, if you are not physically talking to them or something like that, you might be seeing this person through your third eye vision or something on those lines, right? I mean, maybe even through mirror gazing or scrying or something like that. You are seeing your twin. Pile number 3, yeah, and they are seeing you as well. I'm sensing there is a very strong energetic connection that is there between both of you. Pile number 3, right? Very strong intuitive energetic connection is existing between you and your twin at this point, and the divine wants you to know this. Okay, you are forever holding hands with your twin flame, and there is a lot of self-reflection going on at this time. I'm sensing that intuitions are high, emotions are high, and perhaps you connect with your twin flame perhaps at night. Okay, maybe when they say, right, the veil is thin during the night. That is where I'm seeing you might be connecting with your twin, right? So now I feel with this self-protection and setting boundaries and self-reflection, these 2 cards, I'm sensing that there might be some sort of an intrusion going on between you and your twin flame. Okay, perhaps it is like too much telepathy. I'm getting too much telepathy, perhaps, like totally, what the hell is happening here? Why am I seeing this person? I'm seeing the third eye here, so perhaps a lot of you are seeing that person constantly, and it's a bit of an intrusive energy. I'm also getting that it could be like a sexual energy. Maybe you're feeling sexual energies of your twin as well, and with the Queen of Wands, I feel that yes, you might be even having instances of feeling passion from them. So you need to set some sort of boundaries here. I know that twins are always connected, but there needs to be some sort of a boundary that needs to be set here, because I feel that this for this group, this set of twin flames, that there is a lot of self-reflection going on, which is very required at this time. And too much of intrusion from your twin at this time might just throw you off, might just make you feel blocked. Okay, you might feel what do you call it, you might feel a little panicky, you might feel that someone's intruding on you, you might feel your energies are low, you might feel energies from your twin, and it's all very overwhelming here, I sense. Yeah, you guys need to set some sort of boundaries, is what the divine is saying. Okay, now with the Queen of Wands, I'm also getting that either you or your twin are very, very passionate about this connection, and there needs to be some calming down. All right, either if your twin is the one who's having issues with boundaries, and they're constantly there with you, constantly wanting something from you, there needs to be some sort of boundaries that you need to put up. Okay, and if it is you doing that, I would suggest that you do not do that, because that is sort of not letting your twin progress with their own shadow work, with their own journey, with their own self-reflection, right? So you need to let you guys need to have some sort of boundaries here. Okay, I'm sensing a boundaries problem here. Okay, but the divine does want to let you know that yes, it's a very tough period, and it is not easy to have boundaries with your twin. But if you do that at this point, guys, you are headed for the 10 of Cups. Okay, it's a very beautiful card that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a house, I'm seeing sunlight, I'm seeing a couple, and I'm seeing a family, in fact 2 children in a field, right? You are going to have your 10 of Cups, okay, with your twin. This is what the divine wants to tell you today. Amazing. I'm very happy with this, right? The divine wants to let you know that you will be with your twin flame. You are actually the group where you get to have that picket fence, white picket fence, and the family, the house, the love, all of that is there for you. But guys, you need to sort of, I think you guys are very connected. Maybe you're very much in love with each other, or whatever it is, but there is some sort of boundaries issue that is happening over here. They're asking you, the divine is asking you to pursue your own passions, to do your own self-reflection, to not worry so much about your twin, because your twin is also doing the same thing, and they need that space. All right, but both of you, once you have done this, once you have sort of gone through this journey, done your shadow work, both of you are coming together, like magnets, is what I'm seeing in my vision. You're coming together like magnets, 2 streams of energy which are pure are coming together. All right, and when you try to force this prematurely, which is what I feel is happening over here, when you try to force this prematurely, it brings up some sort of blockages, or running, chasing, all of those things here. Okay, so the divine wants to let you know on this Valentine's Day that your twin flame, your true love, is always there with you, is always energetically connected with you, but it's kind of getting a little overwhelming, either for you or for them. Okay, so give it a break. But rest assured that pile 3, your your union is going to be a beautiful one. Whenever it happens, you are going to have so much emotional contentment. You're going to have happiness. Perhaps you'll have a family with your twin. Okay, and that's such a rare thing. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm very happy for you guys. So this is something that you are going to do. You're going to actually anchor in divine love on this planet, right? So it's well worth the wait, right? And it's well worth sort of, doing your own self-reflections, do your own, shadow work, letting them do it themselves, right? This is what, this is the message that I'm getting from the divine at this time. Do I have anything else? For some of you, this is for a very few number of you, there might be another person trying to intervene in this connection. They're asking you not to worry. If this person, mostly it could be a female, if this person is trying to intervene in your connection by their opinions or by their communication or whatever they're doing, they're asking you to set boundaries with this person. This is a specific sort of message. So if any of you are in that sort of a zone, you need to relook your connection with someone who seems to be affecting your twin flame journey here, maybe causing doubts. You need to protect yourself, from this person, because they might be a little pushy, I feel. You need to go into your own self-reflection, your own insights, right, for this journey, because it's only when you go within will you be able to follow this path. This path, you will have guides on this path, but mostly, you are going to have to do this alone, if you need answers, if you seek answers, go within, look at your intuition, maybe even ask someone else for guidance, maybe family members or something like that. You can do that, but there is someone in your vicinity whom you need to sort of put in boundaries with. Once you do that, I'm sensing everything is going to be fine. If you are in union with your twin, it's all going to be fine once this person is removed from the situation. All right, but mostly I'm getting that everything is going to be fine. You guys are getting to your 10 of cups, okay? And so keep going, keep doing what you're doing, okay? So with that, I'm going to end, and I wish you guys a very happy Valentine's Day, a very happy Valentine's year, in fact, because every day is Valentine's Day, right? Especially on twin flame journeys, I feel every day is Valentine's Day, right? So celebrate your love, right? And if you don't have anybody now at this time, then dream about them, dream a little. I really feel that dreaming, I mean, I know I'm a Piscean, so I dream a lot, but dreams, are flashes from your soul, is what I believe, right? So why not? Lighten up a little bit, guys, right? I hope this reading was good. Do let me know. Bye bye.